The Kuwait National Development Plan sets the nation's long-term development priorities. It's organized around 7 pillars or areas of focus for investment and improvement. Healthcare. Improve service quality in the public healthcare system and develop national capabilities at a reasonable cost. Kuwait Institute for Medical Specialization building is located in the capital, Soud Al-Sawagh Health Area. The total area of the project is 15,000 square meters and the building area is 73,000 square meters. The project comprises the public foundation, the scientific faculties, the institute committees, as well as the sources of information and computer center and the central medical library. Completion percentage of the Kuwait Institute for Medical Specialization building is 92%. The establishment of the Kuwait Institute for Medical Specialities came in implementation of an Emiri decree issued by the late Emir of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Jabir Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah. The institute was established to be a scientific institution responsible for the advancement of doctors after graduation and raise their competence and professional qualification in various disciplines and follow-up training through professional and specialized training programs and continuing medical education. The building consists of 2 underground parking garages, a ground floor and 8 floors. In addition, the front of a building is a glass that allows the light to pass through the building to save energy and is consistent with marble facades. The building has 12 elevators for individuals and 8 rooms for external staircases for services from the basement to the ground floor and 4 elevators and internal stairs from ground to the 8th floor. The systems used are sophisticated information systems and distributed in rooms, laboratories, and workshops, in addition to the presence of medical laboratories that have been equipped and brushes with cabins, equipment, and gas system. The cost of the Kuwait Institute for Medical Specialization building is 21 million Kuwaiti dinars.
The annual plan 2017-2018 is scheduled to continue 164 projects that will contribute more than 50 billion in revenue. Now we will take you on a social media tour regarding Kuwait development projects. From Kona account, Kuwait announces major development in petrochemical projects. And from Kuwait account, 80 to 90% of 48 important development projects solved. And from Kuwait Daily News account, Jahra Road development project at 94% completion. And from Kuwait Times, Amir informed of islands development projects, part of vision to turn Kuwait into economic center. For more information or details regarding Kuwait development projects, please visit the websites on the screen.
The National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters, with cooperation between the Embassy of the Republic of Iraq and the Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology at Kuwait University, opened Mesopotamia exhibition.
I have been working with the Embassy of Iraq Republic in Kuwait to organize an exhibition about the treasure of Iraq civilization through my collection, because I used to collect more than 130 original reports of the foreign people who visited and excavated in Iraq and tried to rebuild the Iraq history. This was also my major in the US, my PhD on about the Sumerian civilization, the Asian civilization in the world, and their trading and commercial relationship with the Gulf, with the Arabian Gulf. So I was eager to document all those efforts left by those people, unknown people, who discovered the history of Iraq for 5,000 years. And those people also came to Kuwait, because once they finish from Al-Hilla or from Nasiriyah site, they used to pass overland to Kuwait. So we have the earliest mention of Iraq archaeological sites written by Karsten Naipur, 1761, and he mentioned Kuwait in his map, the earliest mention of Kuwait in the world of the maps. So we have here in the Avenues Mall for 2 days, Thursday and Friday, and we have different reports. One of those famous and very rare collection is the visit of Austin Henley Layard, who was sponsored by the British Museum to excavate the Nineveh, the capital of Assyrian Empire, 1835. All his original works is here, belong to my own collection. And also one of those rare books is the Hormuz Rassam, the first Iraqi archaeologist, who was worker with Henley Layard in 1820s. Then he was promoted because he was so genius by Layard to be a supervisor of the site. So he's now the earliest Iraqi archaeologist, and he issued a book in 1897 about his discovery in South Iraq.
Alhamdulillah, I appreciate the cooperation between Kuwait and Iraq to organize this event, this cultural event, in this highly day, Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, try to show the Kuwaiti citizen and the foreigner even living in Kuwait, the culture from Iraq. Iraqi culture, more than 6,000-7,000 years old here. And we have a collection from Dr. Hassan AlQenaei from Kuwait University. He supports us and he's with us explaining about his collection. This is one side. The other side, some Iraqi photograph. They try to show through their works what's happening now in Iraq through their photos. So a collection from Iraqi photograph is printed here by the ambassador himself. I printed here and try to show the visitors that Iraq is safety, Iraq is secure, and there is no afraid to visit Iraq, because this is a culture. It is a chance for the Kuwaiti and the foreigner to see Iraq from the other side, not through invention, not through wars, but through culture. Thank you very much for being with us this day.
The 2-day exhibition was opened in the presence of Iraqi ambassador to Kuwait, Al-Hashimi, and a number of members of the diplomatic corps, academics, and those interested in archaeology.